Oh, the Raven Remastered, formerly Story of a Master Thief or something like that, which I played before, but they released the remastered version, and I got it free because I owned the original. I haven't played it in forever and figured, what the hell. Also, recorded this once already, so yeah. Turns out my mic died like 10 minutes in, and I didn't realize it. Because I'm doing this full screen and I only have the one monitor, so I couldn't actually tell that my microphone had died. So yeah, I played roughly an hour of it. Although I also ran into an annoying glitch where I would have had to have gone back at least half the video anyway, because talking to one of the characters glitched out and like nothing happened and you were stuck and had to reload. But you had to talk to the character because you needed something to progress the story. Yes, I need to start a new game. Also, for some reason, the video was like super choppy. I think my OBS settings somehow reverted to their original default. Right now, my CPU is kind of crap. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And then, for some reason, with this game, it was not recording very well. So, have to record it again, no matter what. Legacy of a Master Thief, I think that's what it was called. But yeah, from what I've seen, what I saw of it when I played through it, it does look a lot better. Which I would hope, because the volume. Yeah, I'm gonna have to knock that down in editing. I got the volume down to like half and it's still super loud.
Soon as one of them's caught, another one takes his place.
Hey, Harold,
I thought this was
have you
earlier
read
than
this?
that.
Harold?
I guess not. I don't know why I thought this was like the 20s or something for some reason, but I guess it wasn't. Unless they have a weird alternate timeline where Martin Luther King was around in the 20s and would have won the Nobel Peace Prize then.
Harold, you hear me?
I mean, I guess that's possible in an alternate timeline.
This is no time for fun and games.
Shh, calm down. I'm a copper. We're on the same side.
A copper? What are you doing here? And where's Harold?
Harold? Well, there's another guard back there unconscious. That's probably him. The Eye of the Sphinx. Where is it?
It's there.
Oh, good. Then he hasn't got it yet.
You mean the Raven's heir?
Shh, turn it off. He's gonna steal the eye.
But how do you know?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we catch him. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
Do you understand? You and me, mate, we'll be heroes. All right, now, we just have to...
It's not remotely suspicious.
what?
Halt!
Oh no, I accidentally distracted you while it got stolen. That's surprising. I guess they just changed the title completely. For whatever reason. Let's just call it Remastered. That's cool. It's a name for it. Alright, I'm not watching this part because this actually... I can't skip it, apparently. Well, I could. Oh, there we go. Because that's just credits and
I don't have time to
tedium.
play. I'm on duty.
And the volume oddly goes down. Also, that looked weird.
But you don't look like a real cop. You don't even have a revolver.
Who the
What's
hell
your
are
name,
you?
boy?
My name is Matthew Miller,
And where are you from, Matthew Miller?
from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. But my mom and I live in England now. She's taking care of some rich old lady. We're on our way to Venice at the
A
moment.
rich old lady, you
We're
say?
taking
Can
a
I
cruise,
possibly
big ship.
marry this rich old lady and take her money?
You've already seen half the world. I've spent my entire life
No,
in
it's
Switzerland.
Must be really
probably not.
boring.
And
Why
what's
is they
the
talking
gun?
about this toy gun
What do you
for?
need it for?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
Dead birds don't need guns. Nor do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings from the Louvre.
Yeah, and something I never really understood is like he's walking around with a stupid badge, but he's like, "Oh, I love this thief," but
I
I'm
know
also
who the Raven was. Although
pretending to be
I don't quite
like a
buy
sheriff
the
or
bit about the
something.
crown jewels.
like, okay, that's not contradictory at all.
You do know these days there are thieves far more dangerous than your old Raven. 2 days ago, a precious ruby was stolen from the British Museum. There was an explosion. A guard was severely injured.
Really?
Yeah.
That is one ugly kid.
And you know what the papers say?
You talk too much, Constable.
Zellner, monsieur. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Yeah, you talk too much about that thing that was in the paper that anybody could find out.
No, monsieur.
Get a move on.
Also, yeah, he technically pulled a gun on me.
Inspector Legrand.
Seriously, you're talking about something in the
It's an honor
newspaper.
to
That's
work
not
with a
talking too
celebrity
much.
like you.
We appreciate the support of the Swiss.
It's in the newspaper.
But it'd be better.
Clearly
if you'd
common knowledge.
Remain seated and keep an eye on things.
But monsieur, surely I can be of assistance.
The old
I
look,
saw
it's
a
the
safe
FBI
window.
coming in and stealing
We have
our
everything under
thunder.
If you'll excuse me, I'll be
Although
the
he's
first
being kind
flight
of-
car at the back of the train for the rest of the trip.
Kind of passive about it compared to
I'm not here
the
to
usual
enjoy the beautiful scenery.
BS where everyone's all
I am
pissy
a good
and
observer, and I have finally honed
they hate
powers of deduction.
what's his face. God, I wish I could
Thanks
remember his
to
name now.
that,
Trying to make a Heavy Rain reference, but I can't think of the stupid cop's name
I
or
know,
the
for example,
FBI guy's name.
that man over there is a violinist.
Oh
That
well.
would be more impressive if there weren't a violin case next to him.
And I believe that the gentleman in the next carriage
Also,
is a German
nice-
doctor on his way.
Nice that you're talking about
to
him and he
take up a new
just doesn't
position.
react at all.
And what gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius engraved on his cufflink. And he's carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Maybe he's just taking a holiday in Italy, following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either. The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
All right then, Constable.
Or maybe he can and he just has crappy
If you're
luggage.
Such a clever fellow.
Bit of an
what might
assumption.
you
Why?
do on the train?
I think you're looking for someone.
You're just guessing. If I were looking for someone, I wouldn't spend the trip cooped up in a freight car, now would I?
Well, that would seem to indicate that you're guarding something.
And what might it be?
Technically, it's the same thing. I'm just gonna say that.
You couldn't say?
No, I'm pretty sure
It
it's the
must be
jewel.
very important.
I mean,
Why is
what
that?
else would it be?
Because you are very important. They wouldn't have assigned the case to you if it were just a trifle.
Let's assume
No,
that
I want
you really
truffles.
are transporting something very important on this train. And let's assume that it really is my job to see that it arrives safely. Then why isn't the train crawling with police?
It's clearly a trap, you idiot.
It's a trap.
You've got a vivid imagination. I'll give you that. Well, that is impressive, I admit. But the fewer people involved, the better.
Oh,
Fun without you.
don't worry, we'll force our way into it.
Whoa.
Otherwise, the game ends now, and that would be
I
kind of
can
weird.
help. And I will help. You're in my country, and I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do, whether you like it or not.
Clever and stubborn. Your
And
commitment
oddly
speaks
aggressive
volumes,
from-
Susanna. But this is my show, and I don't.
Oh well.
Bon voyage.
But how do you know?
That didn't sound like. It was a sign, not a.
You cheated.
I did what?
I saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. He told you everything himself, and you were just pretending to put two and two together.
And what of it? Do you know who that is? That's Inspector Nicholas Legrand. You have to impress him if you want to work with him.
I'm going to
How do you
tell
know that?
You'd really tell on me? To the very policeman who shot your dear Raven?
Whoa! It was him?
Mm-hmm. Hunted and killed Europe's most famous burglar. That's how he got his start.
I won't tell him a thing.
I wouldn't either. All right, Matthew. I have to do my work now.
Everyone calls me Matt. Well, except for my mom. She calls me Maddie, as if I were a little kid.
You know, like I am.
Whether Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open.
Seem
Maybe
very,
I can change
very
his mind.
aggressive about that point. No, I don't want a
Alright.
tutorial. Loading screen for no reason. But yeah, it's like I'll help him whether he wants it or not. That's kind of messed up, dude. I'm honestly just gonna blaze through this crap.
Very
Yes.
kind of you. Thanks.
I already had to do it once. Don't really want to do it again.
Oh, pardon me.
No problem.
And I know
The
mostly what to do up to the
uniform
point I was at.
Mr.
Just gotta save it before I
Professor
talk to the
Edgar's-
kid at some point because he's the one that
Professor?
bugged up on me.
Are you a scientist? Do you teach at the Sorbonne?
No, I work at the British Museum in London.
Gross.
You don't say.
No, he just did say, actually.
Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Here, on the train. No, I can't
I'll
say.
keep my eyes out
Although
by
I
asking
spend
everyone if they've
most of
seen
the time
anything.
in my compartment.
Oh boy.
If you work
Guess
in
I have
the
to talk to
British
him about the
Museum,
burglary.
then you must have experienced the burglary firsthand.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah,
no?
why would he have?
There was a lot of commotion.
Oh yeah, he was there, so clearly he somehow saw it,
There was a
or he
break
works there, so
in
of
your
course he was
museum,
somehow
And it didn't concern you?
Well,
directly
let's
involved
just
with
say
it.
that nothing that's happened in the last 2,000 years.
Sure, the
concerns
museum
me.
doesn't have anything else in it besides that. Bye.
Very droll. I don't want to take up any more of your valuable time, but you do understand, don't you, that what concerns me is the present, and especially the robbery at the museum.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's just, I'm in rather a hurry.
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course, Constable. What's this?
Okay.
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
Ah, we'll sort it out somehow.
Turn the knob instead of just pulling on it, or I'll just grab your arm and yank it off.
I didn't lock it. I don't even have a key.
You know, turning the knob might help instead of just yanking.
One, but he never came back.
Someone locked it.
That's how you generally open
Find the
doors with
steward.
knobs like that.
He
You
needs to
turn
bring me
them.
the key immediately.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
You don't understand. I have to get back in my compartment.
All
I-
right, just
I
wait.
clearly understand. I just said I will get you the damn key. What is your problem, dude?
The little label on the door reads Baroness von Trebitz. Blue blood on the Orient Express.
Yeah, let's annoy the Baroness.
Yes, what is it?
Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
Okay, make up your mind who you want to talk to.
On the platform, sir.
I just asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the
Ah.
platform. James, tell him that I still had it when I got out to stretch my legs.
The Baroness says...
Maybe you lost it there.
What?
The Baroness...
Again, another thing I don't understand, why you had to get off the train to stretch your legs. There's plenty of room to walk around on the train. It's not a
Very
car.
well then. I shall be on the lookout for your purse.
And I don't think anyone cares if you're walking around on a train. That's kind of
I will have a look
a
around.
thing people do.
You, sir.
He whistled, he didn't say we. Oh my god. Subtitles.
don't believe it.
An old person. Oh my
I
god,
never
what are they
thought
doing on
I'd
this train?
ever meet you.
Pardon me, but...
Figured you'd be dead by now, whoever you are.
It's all right, Miss Miller. I'd like to speak to the inspector.
Why?
Unfortunately, just a constable, Lady Westmacott. I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now, for the 5th time at least.
That's nice, Constable...
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
This is my companion, Miss Miller.
Oh. Well, I guess I don't have a chance. I don't really care about asking her any of these things, but I got stuck talking to her.
Am I right? I mean, you have to study the behavior of people around you to create the characters in your novels, don't you?
I solved the mystery of human nature a long time ago, Mr. Zellner. Since then, most people just bore me.
Really? I had the impression you were eyeing me suspiciously as I came.
Eing. E-Y-I-N-G. I don't know what that word is. Eing you?
Did you notice the man who just walked into the next carriage with a cup of tea?
I did.
And then spilled it on me?
Nervous. He was
That
waiting
asshole.
at the bar for the steward, and since the steward never appeared, he elected to help himself. He took 2 biscuits.
He seems pretty young, but he's already a professor
Wait, there's
at the
biscuits?
British Museum.
Interesting.
What kind of biscuits are we talking about? Like,
Just out of courtesy, of course.
Of course.
she doesn't sound British, so I'm gonna assume we
notice
mean
the blonde man,
biscuits
the violin
in the
case?
American kind.
I certainly did. He introduced himself and tried to make a good impression. People like him are drawn
Yeah, I can't tell if he has an accent or not. It's
moths
like
to a
just,
flame.
But his charms
it
fade.
might be an accent, I don't know.
I know him by name. David Kreutzer. He was a drain on my friend's purse.
Do you think he has
It's one of
the money?
those moments where you're not sure if that's just how she sounds or it's
No
an
matter
accent.
how much you give them, they always spend twice as much and complain that they have far too
And she
little.
apparently is from England, though.
Did you notice anyone else? What about the doctor or the Baroness?
I notice that you've asked me about everyone, except for the inspector who went in the direction of the freight.
I don't care about him.
Isn't that the Frenchman who made his name when he caught the raven?
I wouldn't quite say caught.
Well, shot. Why don't you ask me about him and my theory about what he's doing here?
I don't think we should discuss Inspector Legrand's investigation in public.
Legrand, right. That was his name. Will he save the day again? Or
Doubt
will
it.
you, Constable?
Nope. Oh my god, really? I still have to
May
keep
I
talking
ask
to you?
what you're doing here? Are you on holiday?
Holiday? Yes, so to speak. The first and last holiday of my life.
Madam?
I've been...
Oh good, she's gonna go
since I was
die.
a little girl. It became my job, and...
It's
now
nice to know.
So, this must be a
To
holiday.
visit
You
some doctor
quit
named Kevorkian.
writing? Impossible.
And wherever that place
I have
is.
all of your books. Your Detective Partout is my favorite character.
Then I have bad
Hope that
news
doesn't
for
make
you.
noise.
I killed the old wretch off years ago.
I don't understand.
I'd rather not discuss my work, Constable.
I'd also rather not discuss your work. Oh, thank you.
As
Bye.
much as I'd like to keep talking, duty calls.
You were right.
Duty.
Madam?
I did observe you as you came in. You seemed so... eager.
It's been a long time since I've had a chance to prove myself, madam.
And this is it. Your chance.
I do hope so.
Then grab it. Even small people can make big changes, as my friend Ronald likes to say.
I shall do my best.
Donald? Oh, look, 2 sticks. I wonder if I need one of those for something later. Oh, well, I'll take one anyway. Alright. Oh no, I need to get behind this stupid bar.
I suppose the steward won't object to me having a look around in his absence.
Yeah, I suppose you won't object to me stealing all this stuff.
Butterscotch. I've loved them since I was a child. Their only drawback, they don't play nice with false teeth. Maybe if I just suck it.
Okay, let's not go that direction, please.
Pad empty.
Oops.
Maybe he didn't use it.
I really would rather not have to censor this.
I don't need the pad, but the pencil might come in handy.
Yeah, apparently if you turn on the radio over here, it It's an achievement. But I already got it when I did that before, so there's no real point.
Locked. Where could he be? The drawer is locked, and the steward probably has the key. But where is he? The drawer. This is the. But as long as he's not.
Huh. That's interesting. It says something else at some other point. I don't know. I gotta talk to him for a second. I really don't want to.
Ah, Mr.
Zellner.
Right. How can
If I hadn't played it already, I would not care so much.
Any news about the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most impressive.
People were injured.
Well, one cannot execute a robbery of that scale without...
Also, I'm a doctor, so I can totally have made some money off of that.
The Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to new and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
Seriously? Supposed to...
Did you notice
Trying to get
anything
part of his
suspicious
stupid
here
newspaper.
on the train or in Zurich?
You mean, except for the fact that my suitcase was stolen on the platform? No. Is there any reason to be concerned?
No, just routine.
Constable Zellner, please don't think I'm naive. I spotted the inspector from Interpol. Legarde is his name, if I recall correctly.
Legrand.
If you say so. At the train
Yeah, you're probably lying. His name is probably Legarde.
Put a cash box into the safe, and then kept close watch as it was loaded onto the train. Don't tell me that
We
a
already
man
know about the
with
safe.
pay grade
That's kind of...
routinely tramps across the Alps just to keep an eye on cash boxes.
A cash box? Like the ones you'd find in safe deposit boxes?
Precisely. And I believe we both have a good idea just what's inside.
Cash?
I do indeed have a theory, but what's yours?
A ruby was stolen in London. One of the legendary Eyes of the Sphinx. The second jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault, if I remember correctly. Both jewels
You probably
were
don't.
supposed to be exhibited together in Cairo.
You don't remember the guy's name correctly, so why would you remember this?
It does make one wonder.
No, it really doesn't. Can I have your newspaper? Oh,
Your
there we go.
newspaper caught my eye. May I borrow it for a second?
You can take the section with the article on the burglary. You're interested in that bit, aren't you?
Not particularly, but...
You got me out.
Here.
Oh, well, I guess I am.
Dankeschön.
Really still hoping that
Auf Wiedersehen.
this isn't...
Goodbye, country.
Oops. Sorry, just skipping it out of spite at this point. I really hope this isn't slide the newspaper under the door and get the key out of the door that guy
A box with a padlock.
is locked out of.
Suppose it contains
I don't think it is,
clues
but
for the train's crew.
it wouldn't surprise me if they just used that old trope.
At any rate, it's positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here. Locked.
Bang, bang! Don't move!
Mad, have you gone mad?
I'll shoot! Hey, my pistol!
You'll get it back in Venice. I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too.
It's not like I haven't seen you already on this trip, so I wouldn't recognize you in any way.
The box is secured with a...
Oops. I don't think if I actually need to go in here. I think I do.
strongly suspect that the door is locked. No, it's open. Hello?
Hi.
Don't move a muscle, you feathered fiend.
You know that guy.
Put the gun down, Robert. If I may introduce Constable Robert Oliver from the Yard. And this is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police.
Why is he revered?
Obviously, couldn't control his curiosity.
Then I was right. You really do want to
Seriously,
lure
why is he
someone into
revered?
a trap.
Was he just being a dick? Guessing he was just being a dick.
Perhaps that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With an eye? An eye on its way from Zurich to Cairo?
Someone has done his homework. Well done, Constable.
Okay, so can I leave now,
I hope
please?
you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Are we still in Switzerland?
I could be your eyes on the train, as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
Oh, boy.
There is a certain Professor Lucien on the train. He's an archaeologist from London.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out?
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been. Do you think the locked door could be important?
Professor Lucien plays an important role in this story. Well then, Constable Zellner. Be my eyes and ears on the train.
Is that go now?
Professor Lucien gets
Somehow doubt you care about the missing purse, so...
Report back to me when you're through.
My pleasure, monsieur.
Bye.
Go attend to the door now.
Good. And, Constable Zellner?
Yes?
Don't bother us, unless you have something new to report.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I'll totally not just wander in randomly and tell you meaningless crap.
Understood.
Oops. Just to be annoying.
An investigation on behalf of Legrand that takes me one step closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through to the end.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I think we're about at the point where I have to deal with the possible
Constable?
glitch. Bug.
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever.
My son didn't make any trouble for you, I hope.
No, he just nearly killed me.
He just walked past us, silent and seething. That's usually a sign that someone's laid down the law.
I'm afraid so. He played a trick on me, a rather dangerous one. The lad left me no choice but to take away his wooden pistol as a punishment.
I understand. And thank you. Maddie is a very lively child. Sometimes he needs a strong fatherly hand.
Where is
are you hitting on me?
He's gone.
Ah, I understand.
Could you, leave Maddie's pistol here, perhaps? So you don't have to bother with it?
Of course. I told him he wouldn't get it back until Venice.
So I swear to God, if you give it to him before then, I will arrest that crap out of you.
Thank you again, Constable.
Alright. Yeah, God, I wish he could walk straight. It's really... He walks like he's drunk. Alright. Just... save it here, and... this is about the point where it screws up. And I don't want that to happen again. Oh well.